Hey, welcome back to another Sinatra Clash of Clans video. Not a great day, -26 that was. A couple fails. Just trying to do the best I can to learn from the fails, of course. But some of the times it's just mistakes or lack of judgment when I'm doing my fireball. It's honestly been kind of hard to get all my attacks in. Um, usually just popping a boost and usually takes about an hour. But just late at night, just trying to get them in right before reset can be really just difficult after like a long day. Just trying to focus up, it's kind of draining. But looking to bounce back from this negative day here and hopefully have some positive ones. We're gonna have Town Hall 17 coming here soon, so I don't know um, how important these trophies are gonna matter, especially if there's gonna be a lot of like um, defensive changes and offensive changes. There might be like huge shifts. Um, so, not stressing it too much. Still plenty of season left. But this hit here, pretty decent fireball. Um, Getting some key defenses, the bow, the scatter, hurting the hull a little bit. Using that siege barracks instead of trying to use the flinger here, just because those heroes nearby, they're definitely gonna kill a flinger if it gets anywhere near that hall. Um, so we'll be using the RC later in the hit to try to pick off that town hall. But the main army funneled perfectly into the core, and um, we'll get all these defenses in the middle. Dropping the RC by the hall and kind of insta popping. I'll have some headhunters ready to back her up. And the RC is just able to kind of take out the town hall, so the main army doesn't have to get shot by the Inferno beam for too long. And once again, just a pretty easy setup on these box bases, just kind of almost like the old Zap Titan, but instead of having to use a flinger for the hall, um, just that RC with the spear, it's super nice. Yeah, I'm super excited for Town Hall 17. I've been talking with people, and I'm really excited to see what they do with new troops and balancing changes and the new hero. I'm really hoping you can get to a point where it's like more diverse attack strategies being used instead of just kind of like Fireball, Super Witches, Fireball, Rockaloons become super popular right now. So I'm excited to see how they address like equipment and trying to make it more balanced because Town Hall 16 was kind of just really broken metas, kind of really easy Town Hall, and I enjoyed it. I had a good time. Um, I enjoyed it more than others. A lot of people really despise the roots, and that's understandable, of course. But I would like to see how they balance the game more, because that should be a priority. And new changes for Legends League is what I'm really excited for. Maybe even a hard mode Legends would be nice, but I'm also like kind of bittersweet about it, where I don't really like the disconnect from normal mode and hard mode. Going to like comp matches in hard mode and then going back to Legends or Farm Wars for normal. Hard mode is just like a completely different game. It feels like it's just a lot more difficult, and You actually have to put in a lot of practice to be good at hard mode compared to normal mode, and it's just and the only way you can do that is FCs or friendly wars in hard mode. And it'd be nice if Legends was another option to like practice for it. I think that would take them. I don't think they're gonna go back on that at all anymore, but you never know. So honestly, a pretty close hit right here. Not a lot of troops left. We have the CC, the Queen, and the RC, but it's enough. We got the triple. I like the use of the flinger there, where I kind of use it after the fact of my fireball, when there's an option for it, and it just kind of works on the back end, opposite of where I'm gonna use my main army. It's usually one of the last things up when I do that. Sometimes it can be nice because of that, as long as I'm watching time, because it can slow down the hit when you delay the siege that much, but it works out very well. Interesting diamond here. We're going to try to land probably near that rage tower, and try to get some good value with our fireball. People are speculating when we might have Town Hall 17 drop, but yeah, we're going to have the Hammer Jam start in a few days, hopefully. Probably it could be anywhere from now through the weekend, maybe, like the start date, and then probably last a couple weeks. And I'm just excited to catch up on walls on some accounts. That was really close with the Warden there, able to use that rage to get him back up to high HP. But yeah, Hammer Jam's great for trying to catch up right before the new Town Hall. I think it's a great event. I'm really happy they're doing it, and they've been doing it. I don't know how to feel about the 1 year. It seems really quick. Town Hall 16 flew by. But I'm ready. I'm ready for some change. I'm not really enjoying the meta too much. Not that I'm bored of it or anything, but it seems like, especially in hard mode, if you're not using Fireball, you're kind of at a disadvantage. In normal mode, you have plenty of options, I think, if you want to try harder strategies, that's for sure. But this is my favorite. This is kind of what I've been doing for a while. I'm pretty familiar with it. I enjoy the Fireball. I like the Queen on the outside here, kind of making sure all the troops like went into the base. Did a good job funneling for the main army. Just making sure to hold that poison that's kind of for kryptonite. So, opposite side of the main army, back end cleanup. A lot of troops left on this one, healthy heroes. Good fireball, a little risky, but you just got like be ready with spells to try to keep that warden alive if you're going for a deep fireball. But yeah, if you're in Legends and you have farming you got to do, like you need to start dropping now and get out so you can do more than 8 hits a day. Because if you're wanting to do a lot of upgrading and you're in Legends, you're going to be limited by the 8 attacks per day. Just something to keep in mind if you haven't thought about that yet. For anyone trying to, take advantage fully of Hammer Jam. A good time to tell some friends to come back to the game too, if they've been taking some time off. Kind of catch up on all the progress you missed if you really, really want to. So make sure to let some friends know, that's for sure. I don't love this fireball I'm going for here. Um, but we're going to try to land on a multi-archer. It's not bad. Multi-archer, poison, and bow. Then we're going to attack into the other side here. Using the queen to funnel works out nicely. I don't like that other break because it lets the king and the main army walk out. So I'm going to have to use some funneling troops to try to keep them in, and that will work out well. The king's probably going to pop spiky ball, quake boots right where I jump, and I always hate when that happens. It's just, if you're going into a single or a mono and your king's half HP, it's you just gotta it's hard to remember or just be aware of it sometimes if you're doing a legends hit. It might be easier if you're planning a war hit, just keep it in mind, but trying to hold that jump when you are going to get close to quaking, because you don't always have control of it. It didn't matter here at all. I got access to everything in the base, but the flinger is still cooking over there. Holy. That was a strong hit. I was patient with the fireball. I didn't want to land it directly on the eagle because I only would have got the multi-archers, I think. And I really wanted to get the whole comp to help set the funnels. That's why I was patient to land it on the bow, or the multi-archer, to get the bow and the poison as well. This is a fail here. So let's see what goes wrong. Maybe what I could do better next time. I don't see great fireball value anywhere, so I was probably panicking, kind of what do I land on? Still looking at it now, there's nothing that's great. Trying to get this mortar out with the flinger and some troops to distract it. It might get a hit off, it might not, but that's a good flinger to start. Looking back at it now, I would probably just try to land on the bow or the monolith. I'm going to try to land on the builder hut, and it's going to bite me in the ass here because I'm not going to kill the monolith when I'm going to land on the builder hut. And I think my thought process was, at the time, I thought the monolith was going to go down. And I'm not huge when it comes to counting tiles or knowing the exact range of stuff, but it probably has to do with the builder hut being a 2x2 defense instead of a 3x3, and that changing the range of the damage that the fireball will do. So the monolith is hurt there, but I think that's just maybe from the quake. The fireball didn't really do the full damage to it. But yeah, when the warden dies like that, it's full panic mode. I try to put the queen down with some healers to try to turn into a queen charge. But yeah, a little bad warden for sure. So this will become a fail because of that, not having that warden to support my troops. Another good fireball potentially on this base would maybe land on the ricochet just to like get a ricochet hero. Like that's fine. This base is really trying to like minimize fireball value. I'm actually running this today in Legends for the next day, so we'll see how it goes. Or maybe the day after this. So yeah, I don't know if anyone is watching and they're like good at knowing the exact range of the fireball, but I think when it hits a 2x2 target compared to like a 3x3 target, it's going to change its range. Same way, like when it lands on an eagle, it has a shorter range. But this probably just time failed, but like a lot of percent still left up, so that hurt. Pretty strong rage comp there at 12 o'clock with 3 Infernos and a CC. When that rage CC comes out, if that's damage, it would kill like almost any hero if you're not prepared with like a freeze and a poison. Huge Tesla farm too. We're going to try to land on this multi-archer. It should be pretty easy to get on it, and it's going to be good value multi-archer, 2 bows. Probably could have got away with 1 invis there, but doesn't matter. Tons of skeletons. I decided not to use a troop to support my warden. That's fine. It just becomes time consuming when you have all those skeletons. Walking a bit more. Seeing what we can get before we start the main army. Not really necessary. Kind of start whenever, probably. It's, siege barracks at 3. Just there's a lot of trash outside there. Help create a funnel. Same with the queen. The queen will kind of maybe go towards these mortars or pick them off. The town hall will probably activate before 50% and start, firing on my main army. And they're not going to target it right away. So I'm going to have to use some spells to just kind of protect these healers. My warden. Yeah, the spiky ball activates it. I just put a freeze on it because they're ignoring it with that invis spell and then being closer to other defenses. Early RC, finish it. Just get that town hall off my healers. Then this tough back end rage comp, making sure I'm trying to rage my healers to keep those troops healthy. There's plenty of troops. Lots of healing going on. Really, really strong hit here. Just once again, the spear coming in clutch, being able to pick off town halls, just makes it such a strong equipment. This is another fail here. Just kind of chalk this one up to just being distracted. This was like a bad fireball. I end up landing on the wrong target than what I had in mind. So that hurt the attack, and there might have been something else that went wrong, but we're going to start with a warden walk at 9 o'clock here, and I want to land it somewhere near the hall. I want to damage the hall, get that multi-archer maybe and that rage tower out, maybe that scatter. Land on that builder hut. I was thinking of landing on that builder hut by the rage tower, I want to invis the builder hut, sweeper, and multi arch tower, but instead I invis what I want to land on, like total brain fart, and just have a horrible fireball. So that like just fucking killed the hit. Yeah, like what am I doing here? I don't even. I decided to chuck it, but I was just like, what am I gonna do? It's that or just fucking rage and keep walking forever. That's gonna be annoying. I don't want to do that. Then I decide to flinger, thinking the flinger would get it. But my flinger pulls skelly traps, and just dies. Like I can see out of the corner of my eye right now, by my wall breaker, my wizard troop, it's getting hit up by some skeletons. I didn't notice it, and it's just I look over and it's just popped. It's gone, and the hall's super healthy still. This is one where I'd probably like to damage the hall and get those key defenses taken out with the fireball, and then pull it, and then use the RC to finish off the town hall. Really like easy approach. What I like to do. Just kind of lack of focus. Late night trying to get my hits in before the day ends. Kind of been the case for me lately with the daylight saving change. My Legends time used to end at 10 p.m. Now it ends at 9 p.m. So a little less time than I usually had, and definitely making it a little bit harder to fit in my attacks. Yeah, this one's like a pretty hard fail, and that's what can happen when you have a bad fireball. So there is a risk involved, but that's not very common scenario. It's more common when the warden dies through the fireball after you get like good value or something like it goes really deep and might die, and that can still you can still recover from that. But that was just like bad fireball value, bad siege barracks. I mean bad like siege machine with the flame flinger. So like kind of a double whammy that made that one fail. Sorry for the cussing. I cussed a few times. I don't think I've done that yet in my videos. So I'll try to not do that in the future. To be honest, it's not really needed. Warden walk at 3. That's really nice value. I'm gonna try to land on that warden. Um, just huge value right there. Maybe trying to take out this mortar, trying to get a flinger going potentially. Testing for any Teslas. Decide to use the flinger. We're going to take some damage from that mortar, I imagine, but it's nice that the Tesla's touching the mortar. That fire damage from the flinger will land and damage the mortar too. Warden got a little dangerous, not too dangerous. We use the rage. The single is more of a threat. We're gonna have to use a spell there to freeze it, and just smash into this little channel right here. Flinger didn't do like great value. It took some damage, but I really hate using siege barracks against the ricochet. And the ricochet is really common on like these outside corners, kind of for that exact purpose. Probably just kind of hurt the P.E.K.K.A.s from the siege barracks. But the funnel's airtight. The flinger is still going. It's going to get the eagle. And then the troops that come out of it will help clean up that side there. RC's coming on this top right side of the base. I decided to hold the ability instead of insta-popping it just because there's lots of tanking going on. It doesn't really need an immediate pop, but once I get towards this multi-archer and bow, I'm going to pop. Definitely more delayed than I usually use it. It's just kind of a judgment call. You really don't want your RC dying through ability because it can. Um, so just kind of be aware of what you're going into. But strong hit here, not overkill, but enough to get the job done. Negative day. Gonna try to bounce back from this and get some more cups to, have a strong season. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and good luck in Legends. Have a good night or good day wherever you're at.